Hey everyone, I'm ShadowDTV and we're back today with another deck video for Marvel Snap. This is actually the deck that I got to Infinite with in the current season. That's the Daredevil season. It's called, what the heck is it called? It is called Heroes for Hire, that's right. So we've just hit Infinite. This is the deck that I was using for most of the season. We asked only like a week or two into the season, but this is the deck that I use. So we're going to go through it. Hopefully you can have some success with it as well. So the deck is, so I just call it's like Swarm Discard. It's pretty standard list. Most of this is pretty budget. The only card that is from Pool 3 is Hellcow. You can replace him pretty easily with something like Swordmaster. But let's get through the profile. So first up, we've got Ant-Man. If you have three other cards here, +3 power, really cool card. Fill up at a location, get that +3. Nightcrawler, you can move this once. I think Nightcrawler can be really underrated by people, but being able to move this card a turn later is really cool. You can get locations that your opponent might not be able to get, like a location where cards can't be played. So, and Nightcrawler can kind of throw people off when you move it and play a card in that location. Blade, on reveal, discard a card from your hand. Now, obviously, we're going to be discarding cards. Our aim is to discard Apocalypse and Swarm as many times as we can. So Blade is a 1 cost that allows us to discard a card. Morbius, +2 power for each time you discarded a card this game. We're discarding a bunch of cards, so Morbius can get quite big. Angela, of course, a great card in a lot of decks. When you play a card here, +2 power, pretty standard. Works well with Nightcrawler, as you can play Nightcrawler, buff Angela, and move him to play other cards there. Really cool. We've got Okoye. Give every card in your deck +1 power. We want to play this early and buff the other cards we're going to play in later turns. It allows us to get some big swarms, and as well as just buffing our other cards. As you'll see, we play a lot of, I guess, high power cards because they're discarding, but we use the discard to our advantage, especially with Swarm. When this card is discarded from your hand, add 2 copies that cost 0 to your hand. So basically, we're discarding Swarm, I guess as much as we can. We obviously don't want to fill our hand to 7 and then we're not drawing cards, but we want to go for a big turn 6 play and just play, pretty much fill our entire board with swarms and get buffs and stuff like that. So Okoye can get this to 4 power. Sometimes there'll be locations that can get us to 5 and 6. So yeah, Swarm is really like the meat of the deck. We want to be discarding Swarm as many games as we can. Lady Sif, discard the highest cost card from your hand. Basically, as soon as you have Apocalypse in hand, Lady Sif will discard it. That's basically what we're using Lady Sif for. Sometimes when you've got a lot of low-cost cards, these 1 cost, you can use you can discard Swarm with Lady Sif as well. Doesn't happen as often, but can happen. Bishop, basically, when you play a card, this gains +1 power. We're playing Bishop at generally a different location than Angela. The Angela will get buffs from the cards we play there, and then Bishop will get buffs from basically playing cards anywhere. So generally want them in different locations. Hellcow, since the nerf, he is now a 4 cost instead of 2, but on reveal still discards 2 cards from your hand. Still works well in our curve. I mean, we've got a 1 cost, 2 costs, 3 costs, and now Hellcow at 4. No 5 costs, we go straight to Apocalypse. Every time you discard this, put it back in your hand with +4 power. We can get some really big Apocalypses with all the discard that we have available. And that's generally going to be our turn 6 play, playing a bunch of Swarms at 0 cost and Apocalypse at 6. And as a backup, if we don't get Apocalypse, we still have America Chavez, which we can play in place of Apocalypse. It also allows us to thin our deck, so we're drawing most of our discard cards instead of that 12th card. Yeah, deck works really well. We hit Infinite with it, so we'll take it for some games, play a few games with it so you can see how it works, and hopefully it gives you some success as well. Now we want to play Swarm. All right, let's get straight into it. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with the game, Marvel Snap. I'm kind of getting to a point in the game where I'm getting Pool 3 cards, but I'm not getting the ones that I want. There's some decks I want to try out, but I'm missing certain cards. Like I'm missing Patriot, I'm missing Deathwave, I'm missing Sarah, I'm missing Magic. And yeah, it's just really trying to just grind now for those cards. All right, so we've got Nightcrawler, we've got Blade, but we don't really have anything in hand that we want to discard yet. So we'll play Nightcrawler and we'll just end there. Nightcrawler, good card, I'm telling you. Okay. Second location when a card moves here. It would have been nice to move Nightcrawler there. Probably should have played him here, actually. That makes a lot of sense. But let's put Angela. Oh, like just having the Nightcrawler there is kind of iffy, because they're probably going to move Nightcrawler there. So let's maybe play this in the third location. They're already moving the Nightcrawler. We got Lady Sif. I discard Strong Guy. That's fine. Let's see what this last location is. This is going to make or break our turns. Okay, so we're going to be shuffling our hand. So we kind of don't want to discard Swarm now, because then it's going to shuffle it back in. I'm thinking we could play Bishop here. And then, yeah. So we actually, discarding Swarm there would have been bad, because then we have to draw into the 2 swarms. So we'll play Bishop, shuffle a hand in, see what we get. Played Swordmaster, so they've got a bit of power there. Okay, so we've got Swarm in hand now. I guess we go for Hellcow, hope we discard Swarm and Apocalypse. I think that's the play. I think we play it. Kind of need some power here, but let's just like maybe set up an Apocalypse play there later. Yep. That should be fine. I mean, playing Angela where Nightcrawler was also wouldn't have been the worst thing. Okay, so they've discarded a Swarm. Good to know. So they're pretty much playing the same deck as us by the looks of it. Yeah. All right, so we discarded Swarm. That's good. We also know they have a discarded Swarm. Very important. They are winning 2 locations, which is a bit rough for us. Ooh, Blade is not a good turn 5 draw. This one's looking a bit rough, but I'm thinking we play Blade here. We can probably win this location. They haven't discarded an Apocalypse yet. Whoa, that is a big turn. Okay, Enchantress. Wow, interesting. They're already playing their Swarms and a Korg. That does give us a lot of information. I was really hoping we discarded Apocalypse there. Because we're going to be getting... Like, what do we have here? We've got a 9... We've got our 9 plus 6 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, so we get to 20 here. And then... So, like, they could have something that buffs. Just trying to think. We might as well throw a Swarm down there to buff Bishop. Actually... Move Nightcrawler, play our Swarm here. Perfect. It's interesting. I think they have to play like a... I mean, they could have a buff. Let's just snap. I'm snapping it. We snapping. I don't do maths. No, I do. To get to infinite, do math. I'm just trying to think what they play here. They probably play Chavez as well. Just a Wolverine. It's fine. We'll take that. Boom. Easy dubs. Oh, man, it's the worst when you know you've won. You're just like waiting for the animations. I feel like I do hope they speed up animations when the game comes out of beta. I mean, the animations are cool. I feel like they can go, like in that instance with Bishop, like just play all the cards and then buff Bishop. Or like even if it's doing 1 by 1, just do the animation as things are going. But you know, they're working on all that sort of stuff. So I'm sure they've probably gotten that feedback already. Don't have anything to upgrade right now. We'll play another match. That was a good... Oh, look at that. Look at all those... Let's cash all these in. Oh, just 1 game. That's all you need, guys. Just the 1 game to cash all this in. Ching, ching, ching. All right, cool. Let's get into another one. Yeah, really enjoying the game. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I've been putting out a bunch of Marvel Snap content. We've also got the Infinite Snap podcast. We're doing a weekly podcast with my good friend Tom. So make sure you check that out. You can watch it on YouTube or you can check it out on any podcasting platform. I personally use Apple Podcasts, but I know a lot of people use Spotify and Google Podcasts, as well as some other... hang on, let's have a look. Nightcrawler, we probably want to buff Nightcrawler here. We can play Ant-Man later. I think that's fine. I've been seeing a lot of other podcasting platforms that people use. They've been telling me they've been listening to Infinite Snap on those other platforms, which is cool. I mean, the more the merrier, I guess. All right, so we both got the buff there. That's fine. Middle location, after turn 4, whoever's winning, draw 2 cards. Now, this is interesting, Asgard, because we actually don't really want to draw cards. So generally, I'm fine with losing Asgard early and then maybe trying to win it on turn 5 and 6. We've got Blade and Ant-Man, but we don't actually have anything we want to discard yet. So we're going to play Okoye. We could probably play it here. I'd assume that they're going to fight for it. Maybe we play it here. Just give it some buffs as well. Probably just want to play as many as we can there just for now. So, yep, they got the Nightcrawler. I mean, so we're going to be even there for now. That's good. New York, on turn 6, you can move cards. It's always It's always a tough one, New York. You really got to think on turn 6, so we'll make sure that we're paying attention. Probably want to go bishop now. We can play bishop in New York. Get him buffed. The bishop goes there. They play Morph. That's fine. They don't have anything crazy yet. We've got Morbius. That's fine. They can have Morb. Okay, so Morbius. We really don't want to win Asgard. It's really a weird situation, but maybe we go... I reckon we go Morb. And then Ant-Man. Yeah, we almost want to play the Rock. Just because it's going to get the buffs. Yeah, I think we play Rock. Guys, if you see me looking off to the side, that's actually where I have the game. I've got a vertical monitor. I'm always like looking over at the game. I've got it also in front of me on the stream. But sometimes it's easier just to look at the big vertical monitor. Guys, if you're playing Marvel Snap at the moment or any mobile game, vertical mobile games, the vertical monitor is actually really cool. Really useful. Okay, so now we've got... Ooh, Angela Blade. We've actually just got nothing to discard. Not getting Swarm or Apocalypse actually really sucks. We probably have to play stuff. We're going to get Chavez next turn. So I think we can go... Oof. Tough. I think we go... we can go Angela here. Oh. Yeah. This is a tough one because I want to move Nightcrawler, but I still want to get that Ant-Man buff. Do we go Nightcrawler here, Angela here, Blade here, and then not getting the buff? It just seems bad. I think we just go Angela, Blade, and then we got to play Chavez. No, I actually think this is fine. Let's do that. We're not actually discarding anything, so we're not buffing Morbius. But I think we need to get big here at New York. Then we can move Nightcrawler and Chavez here. Or if they put stuff here, we can Chavez in the middle. How big do we get there? We only get to 12. 13 plus Chavez is 14. It's not great. They could pretty easily win New York. Ooh. They just discard Apocalypse, so they get the 12 Apocalypse. This is rough. This is actually quite rough. I think we have to... I mean, we move Nightcrawler. We move Nightcrawler to the middle. That's the 7. Apocalypse wins it here. Let's just do the math. So if we play Chavez here, we get the 10. Bishop goes to 16. 12 plus 5 is 16. No, 12 plus 5 is 17. So they would win that. We would draw here. They would lose here. Lose. Rough. Lose, draw, they win. Or they play it here. I actually think it's fine. How many cards they got in hand? I'm just snapping. I actually we probably don't win. But I'm just snapping because I want to see what happens. I think they probably win. Oh, of course, they can move cards to that location. See, this New York always catches me off guard. But I think we just win anyway. That was just weird. This is a weird play. Oh, no. Wait, what? What's the buff for? My brain hurts. How do they get to 21? I don't know. I didn't count properly. Morbius like Ironheart 3 times? I'm lost. I was not paying attention, but we lose that. Oh, the Hobgoblin killed us. We actually win that if they don't play Hob. Yeah, it was actually a really smart play. Now that I look at it. Damn. There you go, guys. That is the discard. That's the discard Swarm deck. Of course, make sure you're doing your math, doing your calculations. Yeah, Hobgoblin, pretty decent play, actually. I kind of knew we were going to lose that anyway. Then I'm like, hang on, what? Do we just win this? But yeah, I usually on stream, I always play games out to the end just so you guys can see what would have happened. But yeah, probably would have retreated generally in that situation. Guys, thanks so much for watching again. Check out the podcast if you get a chance. Great to listen to on your way to work or on the way to, your studies or whatever you're doing. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.